That sounds great. I could only handle cafeteria food for so long. Am I right? No.
What's the deal with cafeteria food?
That 2-liter of Mountain Dew really sticks out in the background.
Yeah, I feel like he pasted that into the picture. She needs a Mountain Dew.
Oh my god.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Laughing about Mountain Dew in the background.
Yeah, look how prominent this 2-liter is. It's brighter than her eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
Your eyes sparkle like Mountain Dew.
Like a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Oh, I guess this is me.
Appeared against the windowsill.
What happened last time? I don't remember. Oh, we got here.
I mean,
we're just kind of chatting it up.
Visiting her parents.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Yeah, it's not been as bad this year as in the past. Hisao helped me to stay focused. Oh, right, talking about finals.
Oh, no, I gotta voice her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sultry.
Okay, I can't do that. I know that's not true. She even cut off contact outside of school hours during exam week. I'm gonna call her a liar right in front of her mom.
Yeah.
But she did see me during the day, and she told me more than once that the morning run was the only thing she looked forward to during exams. Oh, didn't you guys fool around though too?
Yeah.
Well,
like on lunch all the time.
Good. So maybe it's not that much of a lie.
But you fucking sulked through it the entire time?
Yeah. Ugh. Let's not do that again. I did not like the main character during that segment.
Yeah. Well.
Either way, to hear that being around has helped even a little, makes me feel a bit better. Emi's mother raises an eyebrow at this statement. Either she doesn't believe Emi, or she's as surprised as I am.
Him? Oh, he's gross.
God, really? Jesus. Well, then it appears that it's a good thing you two have become so close. That's my sexy voice, ladies. My girl sexy voice.
My girl sexy. Do you like when I talk to you like this?
I tell you to... I'm just going British now. I tell you to take good care of my daughter, Hisao, but it looks like you're already doing that. Emi grins at this and seems to take pride in my having managed to ingratiate myself with her mother so easily.
I'll ingratiate with her mother.
Sure. Actually, I'd say your daughter has been the one taking care of me.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh,
we
shit.
fucked. Oh, damn it.
She's gotten me out and running. I've probably been more active since meeting her. We're just throwing subtle hints.
Yeah.
Than I ever was. Even before, I had actually never thought of it that much, nor had I ever appreciated the humor in it. I wasn't too active before the heart attack. Pickup games of soccer don't really count since they weren't that common.
Also, they were on Xbox.
Yeah. FIFA.
Yeah.
So now that I know for sure that I have a weak heart, now I run every day, pushing my luck with the help of my medication. Well, yeah, that was kind of the point. I chuckle quietly, then realize that I had never finished my sentence.
He's just stopped talking. Yeah, he does that a lot. You get used to it.
It's been 2 minutes. Well, before I had my heart attack and wound up at school here, it comes out so casually. There was a time that I would have thought twice about talking about what was wrong with me at all. But now it seems silly to care, especially in the company of Emi and her mother.
At least I got legs.
If Emi can be cavalier about her disability, then so can I. Think back to the track meet where Emi declared herself the fastest thing alive. The fact that her obvious loss...
Oh my god, this is why you got Emi, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, you said that last time.
Did I? Okay.
Because I said, I don't want to have sex with Sonic.
Okay, I was going to say, are you sure?
Yeah, because then I threw up a hot cosplay of Sonic.
Oh, I missed that. I need to
did?
rewatch that then.
Because, okay, whatever.
I'm usually listening to our episodes while doing other things.
Okay. The fact of her obvious loss has never seemed to bother her, at least not in public. Being stuck in the wheelchair frustrated her, I know, but even that was something she dealt with on her own, despite my efforts to the contrary. He's still just staring at us. Emi has a way of bringing out the more active side in people. I've never quite figured out how she does it. Those puppy dog eyes she gets.
Injured puppies.
For starters, they get me going. I'm not surprised that she managed to rope you into the exercise routine. If Rin weren't just as stubborn as she is, I'm sure that Emi would have gotten her out and running with you too.
Rin's like super aerodynamic too. She's like a missile.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Rin says hello, even though we haven't seen her in like 14 episodes.
She does.
Sometimes.
I drift to the outer edges of the conversation again as we move into the dining room to eat, which looks a little more high definition than anything else in the game. It smells delicious in here, and the spread that Emi's mom has produced is impressive.
Oh, yeah. Wow, you've made enough to feed an army in here.
Is it too much? Well, you can always take some leftovers with you when you go. That sounds great. I could only handle cafeteria food for so long. Am I right? No.
What's the deal with cafeteria food?
Something home cooked would be a welcome change of pace.
What he said. Thanks, Mom.
The food tastes as good as it smells, and there's a lull in the conversation while we all dig in. Emi assaults her plate with the usual amount of gusto, and I will admit that I set a pretty fast pace myself. So, Hisao, I hear that you and my daughter here have gotten rather close.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm jumping out the window. The urge to say something like, not really, is so strong that I open my mouth to say it, but then reassert control.
Keep in mind, this is an anime, so...
we are close. There's no getting around it. I mean, Emi's mom... Emi's...
Oh, wait, that's you.
Emi's brought me here, hasn't she? Fortunately, both Emi and her mother seem to take my reaction as a sign that I'm caught off guard rather than considering saying something cruel. I suppose we have. I blame the morning runs myself.
And all the sex. Make it sound like a bad thing, Hisao.
Well, I, for one, found it a relief.
I was worried she was a lesbian or something.
Why is that? Emi's always been a popular girl, but never made many close friends. This is a bit of news to me. I've always seen Emi chatting with her classmates in the hallways. And certainly the whole track team, especially the track captain, seem to love her. But it is true that she chooses to isolate herself during lunch with Rin and me. She's settling. Oh no. Come to that realization.
Here comes the spiral.
Not exactly the sort of behavior one expects from a popular girl, after all. Then again, I've experienced her unwillingness to get close firsthand, so I can't say that I'm surprised. I was beginning to have my doubts. Emi rolls her eyes to the ceiling and grumbles something I can't quite make out.
I don't see you with a fucking boyfriend. What?
What's that you just said?
Nothing.
Shut up! Mrs. Abarazaki chokes on her drink with laughter. You've been hanging out with the nurse too long, Emi. I'm going to have to talk to him about corrupting my daughter.
That relationship is just weird to me.
It is very weird.
It's a grown-ass man.
Somehow I don't think that would be very effective.
I learned most of it from you anyway, not the nurse.
Don't listen to her, Hisao. She's a born liar.
I love anal sex. Yeah, right.
Oh, I don't know, Emi. I think your mother has a point.
What? You traitor. You're supposed to take my side in this.
Oh, right. Shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, but you did lie about your leg after the meet. Ow! The meet, ow. A kick in the shins from an unmistakably plastic foot cuts me off, but not before Mrs. Abarazaki's eyebrows shoot upwards.
Uh-oh.
What about your leg?
Snitch. Wasn't a big deal. That's all. I was just in a wheelchair for a bit.
Good job, Hisao. The last few mumbled words are quickly deciphered by Emi's mother. I suspect she has experience with this sort of thing, and a worried frown appears on her face. So that's why he kept dodging my calls. Oh, Emi, I know how much you hate being in a wheelchair. No wonder you've been in such a mood lately. Yeah, she's much happier on her feet. Or on her, so to speak. Well, of course, she spent most of the time in a chair just after the accident. She didn't get prosthetics immediately?
You think they grew?
No, she's not a starfish, you see.
You have to buy those things.
She had to finish healing up before they'd let her start this sort of therapy you've got to go through to adjust to these things. I've just got a weird... I'm just kind of like having this British voice going on now.
It's like halfway British. That's fine.
Especially since she wanted to run on them. I had no idea.
Yeah, it sucked. Oh, did you see Rin's mural at the festival? Speaking of sucked.
It also sucked. Emi's.
Not a very subtle change there.
Change of topic makes me realize belatedly that she's been fidgeting the whole time her mother and I have been talking. Does her mother steal her boyfriends often?
I mean, look at her.
Yeah. I should have figured on her mother being a little skittish when it comes to talking about the accident, even around her mother. No, I didn't make it out to the festival, remember? Although I caught a glimpse of it at your track meet, it seemed pretty weird to me.
I think that's more or less what she was going for. She talked a lot about it being dreamlike, or trying to make it dreamlike. Something about some weird green color.
Yeah, I don't know. Rin's art is one of those things I don't think I'll ever understand.
That's not surprising. You're fucking dumb. I don't think Rin expects to be understood.
Go to your room.
I can't. It's up the stairs. She told me once that art allows people to understand stuff they wouldn't understand otherwise. But all the same, she doesn't think it actually works that way.
I'm surprised that Emi's talked about this with Rin extensively enough to actually have Rin's opinion, such as it is.
Such is life.
Though I expect that Rin could not, if she were so inclined, say the same thing about Emi's. Unless, of course, Emi is purposely keeping me in the dark about everything, which is likely, but unpleasant to think about.
Yeah, just shame spiral again.
I drift down the unpleasant train of thought for a while, losing track of the conversation.
Why are you crying?
This guy's really weird, Emi. Hey, Emi, I've been meaning to ask.
Huh?
Are you going to visit your father this year? Oh, he's alive! From the way she says it, you'd think Emi's mother was talking about the weather.
He's an asshole.
From
Why
the
would he leave her?
Way Emi reacts, it's clearly not the weather they're talking about. She flinches, a slight jerk of the head backwards, as if she's just been slapped in the face.
Can we talk about this later?
Her voice sounds brittle, strained. It looks as if she's been severely shaken by the question. It seems that Mrs. Abarazaki misjudged just how close Emi and I are. Some things, it seems, are best not conversed about with me around. Her father is one of those things. The accident that took her legs is probably another one of those things. If her reaction to the earlier conversation between her mother and myself is any indication, it's probably another one of those things. It doesn't take Emi's mother long to realize she's screwed up. Of course we can, dear. I'm sorry to bring it up. I just wanted to ask so I could make plans.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Emi fidgets nervously, as if embarrassed by her own reaction. I confess that her reaction is confusing. She only just mentioned her father to me earlier today, less than a few hours ago even. Why does a simple question about when she'll visit her father cause such a strong reaction? Probably because he's in a coma, or something of the like. Unless whatever serenity she claimed to have reached by means of our talk the previous evening has suddenly evaporated. Or it didn't help as much as she thought or claimed.
I'll be right back. Gotta visit the little girl's room.
Oh. Emi gets up.
Gotta go visit the Wiz Palace.
Emi gets up subtly and leaves the table, leaving me and Mrs. Abarazaki alone. I'm a little conflicted. Should I go after her or should I stay here? It's obvious that Emi's departure was not based on the call of nature. Something's bothering her, and I have to know what it is.
Oh, hang on.
Huh?
This is a big one.
Is there a choice here?
Yes.
Okay. The only way to find out is to go to the source. And the source is currently pretending that she has to use the toilet. I just walk in. What the hell are you doing?
You're not peeing at all.
What the hell are you doing? I'm taking a shit. Get out of here.
And so your relationship is ruined.
Cracking porcelain in here. I excuse
Taking the
myself.
Browns to the Super Bowl.
I excuse myself politely from the table and head that way, only to catch sight of Emi not in the bathroom, but in the kitchen just next to the living room. Freaking liar. Emi left the door open, and as I approach, I can see that she's holding onto the table in an attempt to compose herself, an effort that fails as soon as I open my mouth. Doesn't look like nature's call was that urgent.
Jesus.
I say, pissed. Emi jumps and glares at me.
I peed my pants. What are you gonna do about it? What are you doing here? I didn't come here to be with other people.
I pee in the sink. I just wanted to help you. You looked pretty rattled.
I said it was nothing, didn't I? And besides, I thought we'd established that you can't help me.
No, we've established that you're stubborn.
Look who's talking. Guy who followed me.
This is different. I wanted to help you with whatever this is.
Funny, because I just want you to leave me alone.
God. But why? Why can't you just trust me?
We've been over this already, Hisao. I've got to deal with this stuff on my own.
I won't accept that. You need my help. You just won't take it.
Scream at each other in her mom's house.
My wording seems to have been a little off.
I need your help?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing we met, isn't it? Because otherwise I guess I'd just be a broken human being, wouldn't I?
That's right.
No, it's a damn good thing that Hisao came along to save the day, isn't it? Because God knows I can't save myself, can I?
That's how full of myself I am.
I'm just the poor, emotionally damaged girl with no legs, right?
Yeah, I mention it like every 5 minutes. Emmy, you know I don't think that.
Really? Because if you thought differently, then I don't think you'd be here, saying I need your help.
I could read your thoughts and you talk about it all the time in your head.
Yeah, that's the secret. They can all read your thoughts.
I've gotten pretty far in life as a normal human being without you. Sans legs.
So what? Nothing we've shared was important? I'm just the guy who hangs out with you?
You're my boyfriend, Hisao, not my savior.
Well, no, that much is obvious. You wouldn't even consider that I could be a help to you, will you? You'll just bottle it all up and hope that a run will solve your problems, or you'll come visit me and we'll fool around until you feel better. What the hell did you just say? Oh shit! that not being a healthy human being, Emmy. That's not being a healthy human being, Emmy. That's not what a relationship means.
Well, it's what it means to me right now, Hisao. I wish...
She seems to reconsider her words just then, a flicker of pain, of doubt on her face. For a moment, I think she's about to cry. Probably because there's tears in her eyes. But the moment passes, and now she's composed herself again. Whatever that wish was will have to go unspoken.
Look, I can't do this right now.
What, have a serious conversation? Be open, be honest, give a damn about anyone besides yourself and your problems?
That's a good thing to say.
Yeah, let's just do this right in her mom's kitchen.
Yeah, this is going to end poorly.
What do you know about my problems? Nothing! You don't know what I've been through, so don't pretend that you do.
I know you have nightmares, and I know your father's gone. You do? You figured that out? God!
Wow.
What happened to him? Yeah, good job. Emmy's head jerks backwards as if I'd just slapped her. The brittle quality has gotten back into her voice.
That's enough.
This is stupid. The whole conversation has just been variations of Emmy stonewalling me.
Probably because you're an asshole.
Probably, yeah. I hope he's nicer to Hanako, otherwise I'm going to hate him even more. What, you won't even answer that question? Fine, keep your secrets. They can lie in the grave as far as I'm concerned. We're done.
We are done.
Okay.
For today.
To take a break. I'm starting to get mad again.